this Ganesh Utsav period better than none. We all know the circumstances, and it wasn't practical for us to get into our full celebrations. So man proposes, God disposes. So, but everything is His will, and I know whatever we do, it depends upon His will. We may plan whatever, but I always feel it depends on the divine will. So the Lord has willed that at least one night we worship Gajanan specially in this very auspicious period of time. So I welcome you, and the devotees who have joined us online, etc. I would like to apologize to you for not transmitting before, because we didn't have anything before Ganesh Utsav. So it's nice to have you joining together with us, and we seek the blessings of Matang Mukh Mahaganapati, the Divine Lord. So we begin. Our format will be like our Sunday morning service normal format. All right, so we begin with opening prayer. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Bhagavan He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, He Ram, हमें दया करो। गुरुर ब्रह्मा गुरुर विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरनो रघुबर बिमल यश जोदायक फल चार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु कलेश विकार। सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। हे नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि। बोल श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। बैठ जाइए। So devotees, the journey continues as usual, our chaupais, followed by 12 Akshar mantra, and then puja will be done. So let's focus on that divine, these powerful mantras in form of chaupais. प्रवेशी नगर की जी सब काज चढ़सिया सहित दू भई चली पहनहि अवधई शिर नई जहाँ के सुमिरन तेरी नाम शत्रुहन वेद प्रकाश देश्वरन पूषण कर जोई अकरन भरत अस जब राम राम जब राम ब्याही घर आई नित नव मंगल मूड बधाई सखा धर्म में असरथ जाकी जीतन कहन कतहुई ताकी जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम वह शोभाजु समझ सुख कहतन बन खगेश वर्णय शारद शेष श्रुति सोरस जान महेश सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम बंदो पवन कुमार खलबन पवक ज्ञान घन जहाँ सुहृदय आगर बस ही राम शरचाप धर ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बोले श्री वासुदेव भगवान की जय। Puja will be performed, devotees, and while it's being done, let's firstly concentrate on the Guru. Dhyana Moolam Gurur Muti, Puja Moolam Gurur Pada, Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakya, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. We are all dependent upon the grace of the Guru. Sadguru Brahma Sanatan He Param Daya Ghana Pavan He Sadguru Brahma Sanatan He Sadguru Brahma Sanatan He Param Daya Ghana Pavan He Param Daya Ghana Pavan He जन्म दुख विनाशन है जन्म दुख विनाशन है जगद उद्धारण कारण है जगद उद्धारण कारण है राम कृष्ण सनातन है राम कृष्ण सनातन हे, भव भय जलधि करन हे, भव भय जलधि करन हे, सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे, परम दया घन पावन हे, जन्म दुख विनाशन हे, जन्मज दुख विनाशन हे, जगद उद्धारण कारण हे, जगद उद्धारण कारण हे, राम कृष्ण सनातन हे, राम कृष्ण सनातन हे, 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 राम कृष्ण सनातन हे, भव भय जलधि करन हे, भव भय जलधि करन हे, सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे, परम दया घन पावन हे। बोले श्री गुरु महाराज की। Devotees, we continue our journey. We focus on Matang Mukh, Mahaganapati, who will be the main focus for tonight, as we know. So we glorify him. Jaya ho, Mushakavahana, Jai Shivanandana, Prathama Vandana. Jaya ho, Mushakavahana, Jaya ho, Mushakavahana, Jai Shivanandana, Prathama Vandana. Jai Shivanandana, Prathama Vandana. पार्वती तनया सिद्धि विनायक, तनया सिद्धि विनायक शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना जय हो मूषक वहन जय हो मूषक वहन जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना पार्वती तनया सिद्धि विनायक पार्वती तनया सिद्धि विनायक हे सिद्धि विनायक हे सिद्धि विनायक हे सिद्धि विनायक पार्वती तनय पार्वती तनय पार्वती तनय सिद्धि विनायक शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना जय शिवनंदन प्रथम वंदना गजानन हे गजानन ओम गजानन हे गजानन प्रथम नमन घनराय प्रथम नमन घनराय गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गजानन प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराय प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराय लंबोदरा गणराय हे लंबोदरा गणराय गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गजानन गजानना हे गजानना। बोली श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Devotees will concentrate on Devi. So we will chant various names. We can't chant all the thousands of names of Devi, but these we chant, very powerful. Remember, Devi is the personification of energy. And Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahmandi. As in the microcosm, so the macrocosm. All the energies are within us. We try to awaken them by chanting. So remember, the bhav is important, the feelings, the internalization. Otherwise, you wouldn't really tap into the powers. Shankari Parameshwari Shashi Shekhari Amba Sarveshwari Jagadishwari Maheshwari Amba Sundari Guna Manjari Shiva Shankari Amba Shankari Parameshwari Shashi Shekhari Amba Amba Shankari Parameshwari Shashi Shekhari Jagadishwari Maheshwari Amba Sarveshwari Jagadishwari Maheshwari Amba Sundari Gunamanjari Shiva Shankari Amba Amba Sundari Gunamanjari Shiva Shankari Amba Mateshwari Shvetambhari Bhuvaneshwari Mateshwari Shakambhari Bhuvaneshwari Amba Shankari Parameshwari Shashi Shekhari Sarveshwari Jagadishwari Maheshwari Amba जगदीश्वरी माहेश्वरी अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिव शंकरी अम्बा अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिव शंकरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी अम्बा भुवनेश्वरी अम्बा परमेश्वरी अम्बा जगदीश्वरी अम्बा अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी अम्बा सुंदरी गुणमंजरी शिव शंकरी अम्बा मातेश्वरी श्वेतांबरी भुवनेश्वरी मातेश्वरी शाकंभरी भुवनेश्वरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशि शेखरी अम्बा शंकरी परमेश्वरी शशि शेखरी Holy Sri Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. And devotees will glorify Bholenath before we go into our Havan Jap. Today, Tirudasi, especially Shiva is worshipped. Tomorrow, Chaturdasi, going into full moon, Purnima, and this auspicious period of time will come to an end. We keep saying Bhagavan Shankar devotees, he is that substratum, the basis of all bases. Nandishwara He Nataraja Nandatmaja Hari Narayana Narayana Shiva Narayana Narayana Shiva Narayana Nandishwara He Nataraja Nandishwara He Nataraja Nandatmaja Hari Narayana Nandatmaja Hari Narayana नागवदन नमः शिवाय नागवदन नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नागवदन नमः शिवाय नागस्वरूप नमो नमो नागस्वरूप नमो नमो ॐ नारायण शिव नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण शिव नारायण नंदीश्वर हे नटराज नंदीश्वर हे नटराज नागवदन नमः शिवाय नागवदन नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नागवदन नागवदन नमः शिवाय नागवदन नमः शिवाय ॐ 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 नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय नागवदन 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 नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नागवदन नागवदन नमः शिवाय नागस्वरूप नमो नमो नागस्वरूप नमो नमो ॐ नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण शिव नारायण नारायण शिव नारायण नंदीश्वर हे नटराज नंदीश्वर हे नटराज बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। हवन गायत्री मंत्र everybody। हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत हरि ओम तत्सत। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः ओम प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः। ओम इंद्राय स्वाहा इदं इंद्राय इदं नमः। ओम अग्नये स्वाहा इदं अग्ने इदं नमः। ओम सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः। ओम भू स्वाहा इदं अग्ने इदं नमः। ओम भुव स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नमः। ओम स्वः स्वाहा इदं सूर्याय इदं नमः। ओम गंगणपतये नमः 11 times। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। देवी ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा। काली माँ महालक्ष्मी माँ सरस्वती माँ बारह अक्षर मंत्र। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। नारायण भगवान ओम नमो भगवते नारायणाय स्वाहा। Sri Suryaya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Agindevaya Swaha, Ishtadevaya Swaha, Kuldevaya Swaha, Asthandevaya Swaha, Gramdevaya Swaha, Vastudevaya Swaha, Sarvadevta Sarvadevi, Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Of all. Acha, Mrityunjay mantra. Now, I want you to make one variation of the mantra. So we are saying Om Hraum. Can you get that out? Hra. So instead of Haum, Hraum. If you can't make the Hraum, say the Haum. All right, but there's a reason for the variation. I wouldn't explain too much, but if you can, then Om Hraum, Om Jum, Om Saha. Okay? So, Hra, Hraum. Okay? Boli Shumapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Om Hraum, Om Jum, Om Saha. Om Bhuva, Om Bhu, Om Saha, Om Jum, Om Hraum, Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Hraum, Om Jum, Om Saha. Om Hraum, Namah Shivaya Swaha. नमश्चंदिकायै स्वाहा। ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा। महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा। ओम सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवी भ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। आचमन। ओम सर्व पापहरं दिव्यं गांगेयं निर्मलं जलम आचमनं च मया दत्तं गृहीतं पुरुषोत्तमः ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः। आचमनं समर्पयामि। धूप। Fanify towards Bidi 5 times. Vanaspatirsudbhuto gandhadhyo gandhu uttama agreyang sarvadevanang dhupoyam pratigrihitam dhupam samarpayami. 5 times. We concentrate on Mahalakshmi Ma. Take a flower. Om Namostestu Mahamaya Sipithe Surpujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garudarudhe Kola Surbhayankari Sarva Papahare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sarvagya Sarvavarade Sarva Dushta Bhayankari Sarva Dukhare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murte Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shvetambardhare Devi Nana Alankar Bhushite Jagat Chite Jagan Matar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Lakshmi Karutu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampadam Mama Shatru Dinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Siddheshwari Mahalakshmi Mata Namo Namaha. Offer by the Diya. Bole Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Take a flower again. Just call your Rashi names. Everybody call your Rashi names. Children, grandchildren, whoever you could remember. Now Graha Devata Graha Shanti. Om Brahma Murari Sipurantakari Bhanhu Sasi Bhumi Suto Buddhascha Guru Shukra Shani Rahu Ketavaha Kurvantu Sarve Mama Suprabhatam Sakal Graha Shanti Sri Suryari Navgraha Devaye Namaha. Boli Shri Navgraha Devata Ki Jai. Offer the flowers. So we concentrate on Gajanan devotees. Remember, through the meaning of the kirtan, we are actually speaking to him. I hope you are aware of the fact that when we do kirtan, we are actually speaking to God. Yeah? So let there be the feelings. And as you do it, you know, I may be mentioning that there has to be a relationship with the Lord. So this is when you talk to him in this way. I know you are such, O Lord, whether it is father, whether it is mother, friend, however, you know the relationship you have with God. So you see, as you continue to do Kirtan Bhajan, you're not just singing and enjoying the beat and so on. You get deeper and deeper into it, that you keep speaking to that Lord from your heart. Remember, as we say, if God not in your feelings and your thoughts, He is nowhere. And if you put your mind in this way, then the moments just fly past. You never have enough time to commune with that divine. And this is why again I keep saying you are on your own. Om Mahaganapati Namostute Matanga Mukh Namostute Shiva Girija Sut Namostute Omkarishwar Namostute Om Mahaganapati Namostute Om Mahaganapati Namostute Matanga Mukh Namostute महातंग मुख नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। हे शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। हे शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। ओंकारेश्वर नमोस्तुते। ओंकारेश्वर नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। महातंग मुख नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। हे शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। हे शिव गिरिजासुत नमोस्तुते। ओंकारेश्वर नमोस्तुते। ओंकारेश्वर नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। ओम महागणपति नमोस्तुते। हे गौरी गणेश उमा महेश शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश। गौरी गणेश उमा महेश शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश। शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश। शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश। पार्वती नंदन सिद्धि गणेश। ओ शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश। शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश। शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश पार्वती नंदन सिद्धि गणेश। गणपति गणेश हे गणपति गणेश। हे गणपति गणेश। हे जय 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 गणपति देवा। जय 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 गणपति देवा। गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गजानन 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 हे गजानन हे गणपति देवा ओम गजानन हे गणपति देवा जय 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 गणपति देवा माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गणपति देवा ओम गजानन हे गणपति देवा जय 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 गणपति देवा गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गजानन गजानन हे गणपति देवा ओम गजानन हे गणपति देवा ओ जय 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 गणपति देवा जय गणपति देवा हे गणपति देवा जय जय गणपति देवा श्री गणपति देवा बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। Now devotees, for a few moments I want you to concentrate. We will do, whenever there is any special occasions like these, we always do kavach. So there is Ganesh kavach. We are familiar with Hanuman kavach, I hope. We did that already. Devi kavach. We did Ganesh kavach already. It's quite some time we didn't do it. Since last year, Ganesh Utsav period. So we need the blessing and protection of the Lord Ganesh, as we say. So I want you to concentrate on that simple mantra, Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Chant it and allow the sound vibrations to permeate your very being. Remember, we have been saying bhojan is for the body, but bhajan is for the soul. So if you want to really feel that effect deep down inside, it is a sound, the sound vibration. This is why these stotras have been composed. You may not understand it, and I'm not saying for you to understand it. We are appealing to that Supreme Lord. So that sound vibration activate the energies in us, protect us, protect the children, protect all. So devotees, you are on your own. Om Shree Ganeshaya Namaha. Ad Ganesh Kavacham Gauri Ubach. Eshoti Chapalo Daityan Varyepi Nashayatyahu Agre King Karma Kartiti Najani Muni Sattama Daityan Nana Vidha Dushtaha Sadhu Deva Druhakhala Atosha Kanthe Kanchitvam Rakshartham Badhum Arhati Munirubach Dhyaye Singhagatan Vinayak Mamum Dik Bahu Madhya Yugi Tritayang tu Mayur Vahanam Mamum Nkar Bahukang Siddhidam Dwapare tu Gajananam Yugabhujang Raktanga Ragam Vibhum Churye tu Divujam Sitanga Ruchiram Sarvarthadam Sarvada Vinayakam Shikhang Patu Paramatma Paratparaha Ati Sundarakayastu Mastakang Sumahurkataha Lalatang Kashyapah Patu Bhru Yugam tu Mahudaraha नयने भालचन्दस्तु गजास्यस्तोष्टपल्लवौ जिह्वां पातु गणक्रीडस् चिबुकं गिरिजासुतः वाचं विनायकः पातु दन्तान् रक्षतु विघ्नः श्रवणौ पाशपानिष्टु नासिकां चिन्तितार्थदः गणेशस्तु मुखं कण्ठं पातु देवो गणञ्जयः स्कन्धौ पातु गजस्कन्धः स्तनौ विघ्नविनाशिनः हृदयं गणनाथस्तु हेरम्बोछतरं महत् धराधरः पातु पार्श्वौ पृष्ठं विघ्नहरः शुभः लिंगम गुह्यं सदा पातु वक्रतुंडो महाबलः गणक्रीडो जानुजंघे उरु मंगलमूर्तिमान एकदंतो महाबुद्धि पादौ गुल्फौ सदावतु क्षिप्रप्रसादनु बाहु पाणि आश प्रपूरकः अंगुलिश्च नखान् पातु परमहस्तोरिनाशनः सर्वांगानि मयूरेशो विश्वव्यापी सदावतु अनुक्तमपि यत्स्थानं धूम्रकेतुः सदावतु आमोध्वस्त्वग्रतः पातु प्रमोदः पृष्ठतुवतु प्राचां रक्षतु बुद्धीश आग्नेयां सिद्धिदायकः दक्षिणस्याम् उमापुत्रो नैऋत्यां तु गणेश्वरः प्रतीचां विघ्नहर्ता व्यात् व्यायव्याङ्गजकर्णकः कौबेर्यो निरिपः पायात् ईशान्याम् ईशनन्दनः दिवाव्याधिकदन्तस्तु रावतो सन्ध्यासु विघ्नहृत् राक्षसासुरवेतालः ग्रहभूतपिशाचतः पाश अंकुशधर पातु रजः सत्वतमः स्मृतिः ज्ञानं धर्मं च लक्ष्मीं च लज्जां कीर्तिं तथा कुलं वपुर्धनं च धान्यं च गृहदाराः सुतान् सखीं सर्व आयुधधर पौत्रान् मयूरेशो वतात् सदा कपिलो जाविकं पातु गजाश्वार्विकतोवतु भूर्जपत्रे लिखितवेदं यकण्ठे धारयेत् सुधि न भयं जायते तस्य यक्ष रक्ष पिशाचतः त्रिसन्ध्यं जपते यस्तु वज्रसारतनुर्भवेत् यात्राकाले पठेत् यस्तु निर्विघ्नेन फलं लभेत् युद्धकाले पठेत् यस्तु विजयं चाप्नुयात् ध्रुवं मारणोचातनाकर्ष स्तम्भमोहनकर्मणि सप्तवारं जपेत् एतद् दिनानामेकविंशतं तत्तत् फलं मवाप्नोति साधको नात्र संशयः एकविंशतिवारं च पठेत् तावद्दिनानीह कारागृहगतां सद्यो राज्ञा वज्रं च मोचयेत् राजदर्शनवेलायां पठेत् एतत् त्रिवारतः स राजानां वशं नीत्वा प्रकृतिश्च सभां जयेत् इदं गणेशकवचं कश्यपेन सिमीरितं मुद्गलाय च ते नाथ मान्दव्याय महर्षये मह्यं स प्राह कृपया कवचं सर्वसिद्धिदं न देयं भक्तिहीनाय देयं सदावते शुभम अनेनास्य कृता रक्षा न बाधास्य भवेत् क्वचित् राक्षसासुरवेताला दैत्यदानवसंभवा ओम इति श्री गणेश पुराणे उत्तरखंडे गणेश कवचम संपूर्णम वक्रतुंड महाकाय कोटि सूर्य संप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सुमुखश्चैकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लंबोदरश्च विकटो विघ्ननाशो विनायकः धूम्रकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षो भालचन्द्रो गजाननः द्वादशैतानि नामानि यः पठेत् श्रीनुयारपि विद्यारम्भे विवाहे च प्रवेशे निर्गमे तथा संग्रामे संकटे चैव विघ्नस्तस्य न जायते ओम शिवतनय वरिष्ठं सर्वकल्याणमूर्तिं परशुदशनकन्धे शोभितं मोदकेन अरुणकुसुममालाभ्यालम्बोजनेत्रं मम हृदयनिवासं श्रीगणेशं नमामि ओम शुक्लां वर्धरं देवं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये ओम अभीप्सितार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं पूजितो यः सुरासुरैः सर्वविघ्नहरस्तस्मै गणाधिपतये नमः एकदन्तं महाकायं लंबोदरं गजाननं विघ्ननाशकरं देवं हेरम्बं प्रणमाम्यहम् ओम गौरी सर्वाकेतकपत्रभंगा माँ कृष्यहस्तेन ददन्मुखाग्रे विघ्नमुहूर्ता कलिद्वितीया दंतापरोहो हरतुरिपास्याम ओम गजाननां भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बुफलसारभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् ओम गंगणपतये नमः ओम गंगणपतये नमः ओम गंगणपतये नमः गणनाथ गजवदन गणनाथ दीनबंधन सिद्धिदाता शिवतनय सिद्धिप्रदायक गजानन गणनाथ गजवदन गणनाथ दीनबंधन गणनाथ गजवदन गणनाथ दीनबंधन सिद्धिदाता शिवतनय सिद्धिदाता शिवतनय सिद्धिप्रदायक गजानन सिद्धिप्रदायक गजानन पार्वती नंदन भव भय भंजन पार्वती नंदन भव भय भंजन युग युग बंधन जय श्री गणेश हे युग युग बंधन जय श्री गणेश गणनाथ गजवदन गणनाथ दीनबंधन सिद्धिदाता शिवतनय सिद्धिदाता शिवतनय सिद्धिप्रदायक गजानन सिद्धिप्रदायक गजानन पार्वती नंदन भव भय भंजन पार्वती नंदन भव भय भंजन युग युग बंधन जय श्री गणेश युग युग बंधन जय श्री गणेश हे युग युग बंधन जय श्री गणेश बोली श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Now devotees, I would like to present to you at least part, if possible, the Ganapati Atharva Sirsh. First to understand or get a better understanding as to who Gajanan is. Now we have done it before, but each time we do it, as we continue to develop spiritually, our understanding becomes different. Now remember, we say there is Gyan Bhakti and there is Moor Bhakti. Gyan Bhakti, understand why you do what you do. Bhagavan Sri Krishna made the point quite clear that if we don't understand why we do what we do things called avidhi purvak. In agyan, ignorance. Now, I have mentioned time and again, agyan. Agyan is one of the 5 mental afflictions we all suffer from. So notice, Bhagavan says if you pray without the right understanding, you are praying in ignorance. Now, you see, you have to draw lessons out of this. So, agyan is one of the 5 mental afflictions. So, the first 5 mental afflictions, agyan. And there are 4 others. I'm reminding you. But this is nothing new I'm saying to you. And if it's something new I'm saying to you, then you have not been listening all the time. That's your problem. So devotees, agyan, the first mental affliction. And when there's agyan or ignorance, then what happens? Asmita, ego. So I pray to God. I give Ganesh Baba 108 laddu. You understand the I? When you pray in agyan, this is how the ignorance manifests itself into ego. I. Now, as I say these things, you have to analyze yourselves. This is the way you pray. If that is the way, then you need to change it. Okay? You could do 1,000 jap, 1,000 mala jap. That is nothing. But when you say, I do so much, that is where the agyan comes in, followed by ego. And when, well, ego, there's rag, attachment, and dvesh, aversion. So attachment to things. With that agyan, you pray for material things. That is agyan. Attachment, rag. Is there anything that you lack spiritually? You are all divine beings, devotees. We lack nothing. But because we live a life that is not in sync with divinity, then rag and dvesh. And why we live such a life? Agyan, ignorance. Everything stems from that. And so, there is attachment, aversion, and then there is abhinivesh, fear of death. Everybody afraid to die. Dying doesn't mean dying and going also. Losing what you have. Losing a position. Etc. So devotees, this is all the more reason why we keep saying, people must try to understand why you do what you do. In recent times, I've been telling all the devotees wherever I do puja, does God need anything? See, I give Lord Ganesh 21 laddu. Ganesh asks you for 21 laddu? Huh? You see, this is where the arrogance comes in. That's not devotion. And I keep saying, obsession is not devotion. And obsession comes in because of a gyan also, etc. So devotees, we need to understand why we do what we do. And one point is important to understand. Remember the Gita says, those who worship the gods go to the gods. And how we understand that? Is in this context, Bhagavan says, people worship other gods, but they worship me in reality, the Supreme, but avidhi purvak, without the right understanding. Because when you worship Lakshmi Ma, you want money, you want wealth. You worship Saraswati Ma, you want knowledge. Hanuman Baba, you have a way spirit, etc. When are you going to get liberation? You have to understand this. When you pray for whatever, where are you going to enjoy that? Not in this world. This is why Bhagavan says, those devotees, they fall. Fall means what? You come back into the ocean of birth and death. And devotees, many of us don't want to die. And we say, well, I want to come back. But remember that the human being, each of us, we undergo 6 modifications. I like you to think about these things. So you're conceived within mother's womb. You're brought forth into the world, a new entity. But modifications take place. There's both birth, existence, growth, maturity, decay, and death. Death and decay. It must fall through. And if we go through the whole process over and over again, and we believe that that is the right thing, the wise ones don't want to go through this process. And then devotees, you have to understand that who are we in reality? Who are we? Chidananda Rupaha, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am divinity. And what is this divine Atma? Nam Bhed Ari Rahitam Shadabhava Shunyam. The Atma, who we are in reality, doesn't have name, doesn't have any differentiation, no caste. Manobudhankar Chitani Naham. That's who we are. Chidananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. But we don't understand that. I am this body, and I need this, and I need that, and I want that, and I'm going to put the word for that, etc. And by so doing, we put ourselves in bondage. Now, you can't just all of a sudden stop it, but gradually, you know. But if you don't know, how would you go on the journey? Ram Milan Kabahoi. When I will meet my God, and we want to meet God for various reasons. Most times, for you know what? Ask for things. And the bhajan says, Ved Puran Grantha Bahu Byanjan. Pakar Byanjan Bahi. The holy books have given to us various upais, various means to try to find that Lord. But rather than free ourselves, we tie up ourselves more. You know why? When I'm doing a puja, I'm doing all my jap, tap, breath and so on. The objective of that should be to free myself from materialism, free myself from bondage. But no, I do jap because I want to get that. I do tap because I want to get that. What are you doing? You're binding yourself further. So all the jap and tap and puja and so on ties you up. These things tie you up. They don't free you. So you keep coming and going. And why? Because of agyan, not having the right understanding. Now devotees, I am fully aware that when we are caught up in the world of materialism, we have various responsibilities, you know, different taxes you have to pay, and you have to take care of the children, and we understand that you want this and you want that and you want the next. But what I am saying, you know, you pray, God give me this, God give me this. How do you know if you didn't pray for it, you wouldn't get it? Ask yourself that question. How do you know? Some people say, I pray and I get it. How do you know if you didn't pray that it wouldn't come to you? You didn't give it a chance to come. So, two things. It would have come to you in any case because you get what you deserve. And then the second point is, you use important time of praying and so on to be begging and tying up yourself. Now, these lessons difficult, eh? And devotees, you should realize by now, I'm not the kind of pundit to tell you, do that and you go get that. Do that and you go get that. I mean material thing now. I try to free you from bondage, if you can listen and practice. I try hard to be what they call the Param Guru. Yeah? Right? I don't want to teach you no black magic. I don't want to teach you, how to do this to gain material things. Because if I do that, I'm helping you bind yourself. And that's a burden I have to carry. I don't want to do that. Okay? So it might be quite boring and not very interesting to hear, because everybody wanted to get, like later on, Ganesh Atal Vasil Shiva here. Do that and you get rich like Kuber. And well, people pick up that part quick. You know what I mean? Offer doob. And you get rich like Kuber, man. You can't do doob gas no way. Everybody offering doob. Because you want to get rich like Kuber. And one day to come, you die, you leave everything and you go. Yeah. So many of us have been exposed to this kind of situation right now, all know that. And you know, more and more the lessons impact upon your mind. What is the essence of this life that we have? What is this reality? Everything changes. And it can change in a split second. As you all realize what happened to our family. Nobody exempted from it. Split second, everything changed. You couldn't stop it. You can't do anything about it. You have to learn to cope with it. You have to learn to cope with it. And therefore, remember I have mentioned to you, fortitude, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, is the bearing of grief. And grief is for everybody. the fortitude, but intestinal fortitude, the bearing of grief. And don't say that, nah, that won't happen to me. You'd be foolish to say that. It could happen to anybody, anytime, anywhere. So therefore, it's always good to be in a certain state of mind. I mean, just digress one moment, you all realize what happened to Kavish. When Bhagavan said in the Gita, the thoughts that you have dominant at the point of death, that determine where you go. This is why Bhagavan says, think of me constantly. When the bubble bursts, if your mind on agar bagar, as I keep saying, next time you're coming back for agar bagar, boy, you're not going to God. You don't know when that bubble will burst. And if the mind is constantly fixed on divinity, the bubble could burst, it doesn't matter because your mind on divinity. You're going to Him. So this is why we keep saying, you think the sage is stupid to tell us, chhod burai, karo bhalai, chhod padai ninda, jhoot na bol, sat ki tol, all these lessons. Don't waste time bad talking people. Because the people in your mind, all these negativities in your mind, all these material things in your mind, if the bubble bursts while you're in the state, where are you going? Man lifts himself by himself. Man sings himself by himself. You have to inculcate the practice devotees to put that mind on divinity. And I'll tell you something, when you do that, everything in life falls into place. All that you need, come to you. And nothing binds you. Nothing binds you. Yeah? Bhagavan said, yes, you're entitled to your work, do it, but what he said? Do everything as an act of offering to me. Your life must be a puja. Devotees, all these lessons are for all of us. And if you can't take the lessons and put them into practice, circumstances occur to force you to. Yeah? So bear it in mind. Now all we are saying here, mentioning that Ganesh Baba represents wisdom, differentiating power, the ability to differentiate between what is real, what is unreal. And we all know, majority of us gravitate towards the unreality. Trivial things. This is where the test is. Maya is so powerful. Very powerful. But we all know that. We know where weaknesses lie. And we need to better ourselves. So this is why the worship of Ganesh Bhagwan is so essential. So devotees, Ganesha Thalvasirsh, it begins, Om Bhadram Karnibhi Sinuyama Devaha, Bhadram Pashimaksha Bhirjaratraha, Sirai Rangaistu Shuvang Sastanubhihi, Vyashima Devahitang Yadayuhu. If you ever observe a star karam being done, right? So most of you are exposed to these things now, right? You're getting exposed to these things. When we have the pinda, we make the pinda into a ball. The celebrants, as we call them, touch it to the right eye, touch it to the left eye. Touch it to your right eye, touch it to your left eye. Touch it to your shoulders, and you only have one heart, I hope, you touch it to the heart. Why are you doing that? Lord, purify my sense of hearing. Let me hear that which is right and proper. Purify my sense of sight. We perceive the world especially through the sense of hearing and sense of sight. And most of us, we are attracted towards that which is negative. We all know that. Right? And you know, that which, the distractions of the world. So we say, no, no, Lord, no. So it begins, you see, this passion, this discriminative power. Hear and see that which is right and proper. Let me act with a sense of heart, sincerity, dutifulness, paropakar. So it begins with that. And if you understand, if you can't understand that that is discriminative power, something is wrong. Same thing I keep saying, Om Asatuma Sadgamaya. Lord, Asatuma Sadgamaya. Take me from the untruth to the truth, or unreal to the real. Darkness to light. That in itself is discriminative power. You're differentiating between the opposites. You want to ignore that which is negative and go towards that which is positive. That is Gyan. Making the right decision and going the right way in life. So devotees, nobody could exist without this Gyan. And if you don't have it, you're in a Gyan, your life will be in a mess. Your choice. So devotees, Bhagwan this Atharvasish, Ganatrishi, he's the one who composes. He said, Swastino Indro Bihastavaha, Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda, Swastina Staksha Urdrishinemi, Swastino Brihaspati Rdadhatu, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That's the opening poem. And then he says, Om Namaste Ganapataye. Now we are saying Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Here the sage is saying Om Namaste Ganapataye. I make salutations to you, O Lord Ganapati. So who is Ganapati? Hinduism have so many gods. Yeah. Now when we start off the kirtan, we say Om Mahaganapate Namostute. Matang Mukh. Now, if you don't pay attention to what we do in there, you won't fully understand. Who is Mahaganapati? So we draw this line one time, we'll get the understanding here. Mahaganapati is the infinite. One without condition, Nirgun. Nirgun. So it is the same concept as Param Shiva. It is the same concept of Parameshwar. The same concept as Mahashakti. It is the same concept. That one who is infinite, without beginning, without middle, without end. They are not different gods. In India, I mentioned this before, those who worship Ganapati, they call me Ganapatiyas. Vaishnava, Vaishnavites, Shivites, and they fight in between themselves. It is the same Ek Brahm. Ek Brahm. We are lucky here that we can understand that. I hope. Yeah? So, Ganapati, Nirgun. So, notice there is Nirgun and Sagun. God without qualities. Qualityless Brahm. And then God with quality. So, it begins, Tvameva Pratyakshan Tattvamasi. O Gajanan, Mahaganapati. You are the visible manifestation of what we call Thou art that. Now these terms good to learn. Tat Tvamasi. Aham Brahm Asmi. Aham, Soham. These are technical terms that tell us a lot as to who we are and what we are. Alright? So what we are saying, Gajanan, O Lord, as you appear, you manifest yourself, but you represent Thou art that. Thou that. Divinity. You are the infinite. You are the essence of the world. Mahaganapati, the essence of the world. Tvameva kevalam kartasi. You alone are the creator. Tvameva kevalam dhartasi. You alone are the sustainer. Tvameva kevalam hartasi. You alone are the destroyer. Who do we know is the creator? What do we say? Sarojini? Who is the creator? Brahma. Who is the sustainer? Who is the destroyer? Now we are saying, Ganapati, you are the creator. You are the sustainer. You are the destroyer. So what are we saying? We are saying that all these the same. That Mahaganapati is Ganesh, is Shiva, is Vishnu, is Brahma. Just different personifications. Ek Brahm, you can't have more than one God. One divine. So that same one, right, we say he's the creator, sustainer, dissolver. And for us, for our understanding, you have different personification, but this is what they call the Sagun Brahm. Here we speak of Nirgun, that infinite. He is everything. He creates, he destroys, he sustains. Tvameva sarvam khalvidam brahmasi. You alone, O Lord. All this, idam sarvam, this whole world, everything is Brahm. And yet Brahm is beyond all that. So in Vedanta we say Brahm. Right? According to Ganapati we say Mahaganapati. Hope you're understanding the concept here. It's not different gods. Tuhi Shamal Krishna Murari, Rama Tuhi Ganapati Tripurari, Tumhi Bani Hanuman. Bhajans tell you all that. They get it from here. So what we are saying that everything that there is, and you're going to hear shortly, everything is Ganapati, Mahaganapati, the Supreme Spirit. Right? Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam. That is Sanskrit. Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam. You are the eternal Atma in bodily form. So now we're talking about Sagun. That infinite. Gajanan is that infinite, that eternal Atma, but in bodily form. Ritang Vashmi Satyang Vashmi. The sage Ganakishya said, I am speaking the scriptural truth. I am speaking the truth experienced by me. He has experienced that. He ain't talking by guess. And devotees, Bhagavan in the Gita says, whatever great things, good things great men do, others follow. So these great sages, they establish these pathways for us. Why not follow it? Now, if a person is about to release himself from bondage, these things make sense to you. If you still have to be like top spring in mud, these things mean nothing to you. This is why again I say, you are on your own. All right? Now, if you notice, we say, Gajanana, what? Gauri Ganesh. Right? Sharanam, we ask for protection. Sharanam, Sharanam, Gajanan, Sharanam. Here we are speaking. Avatvammam, Avatvammam, Avavaktaram, Avasrotaram, Avadataram, Avadhataram, Avanuvacham, Avashishyam, Avapaschatat, Avapurastat, Avotaratat, Avadakshinotat, Avachordhvatat, Avadharatat, Sarvato Mang Pahi Pahi Samantat. This alone is power. We did the kavach. This is the kavach in a simple form. All right? I was putting it to you. So we say, Lord, please protect me. This is what the kavach is all about, to protect. So Lord, protect me. Abhavaktaram, protect the speaker. Well, that is me. You better protect me. Avasrotaram, that is you, if you're listening. Protect the listener. You see, we protect everybody. All right? Avadataram, he who gives. Charitable and so on and so forth. No too much elaboration. Protect the giver. He who sustains. Dhataram, protect such a person. Right? Avanuvacham, protect who studies. You young ones, the children still studying. Protect that one given to study. If you don't have Ganesh in your head, meaning what? Discriminative power, you fail everything. Because the first thing you do when you get a question paper, I mean, some people say they pray, that is good. But the first thing you have to do is read your question and sift fact from fiction, so to speak. What are they asking you? What are the facts? Sometimes they put some of the facts, but a whole set of words covering up everything. You have to fish, so to speak. You have to take it out. The power to do that is Ganesh. You can never pass exam unless you have that Ganesh principle functioning. And you can't understand a question, Ganesh leave you away. And then when you sift and you take out the fact from fiction, now you have to write. There will Saraswati Shakti come in. Knowledge with application. The power inside of you. Saraswati might come in to write no exam for you. No Ganesh Baba. It could happen, you know, but not the kind of way we pray. It will be extreme. Yeah? So what happens? We tap into the inner Ganesh, inner Saraswati. So here, Atharva Shresh is saying, that one given to study. Avashishyam, protect the disciple, the student. Protect all. Yeah? Paschchatat, protect me from the east. Protect me from the west, Purastat. Avotarat from the north. Dakshinotat in the south. Avadharatat. Urdhotat. Avadharatat. Top and below. Protect me from all sides. This is what this thing is saying. You might not understand. You remember when we say Om Shandru Mitra Sham Varuna? Same thing we say in there. Avavaktaram, Vasrotaram, Vadataram. We pray for protection. Because there are a lot of negative energies that can affect us. And people don't realize this, devotees. We have what they call ethereal parasites. I don't want to make it more technical than that. And if you leave a slight opening in that protective shield, you're affected. You behave stupid. You can't understand anything. And stupid is a nice word. I prefer the word dotish. You are affected because you allow negativities, negative energy to creep in. And if people are not constantly aware and alert, it will happen on all sides. Sometimes the person behaving very, very, very erratic. But what do you think causing all that? Now, you can't blame the ethereal parasite, you know. You know, like germs, they could take you anytime. Parasites could, you have ethereal parasites. They everywhere. I can take you at any point in time if you let down your guard. This is why I keep telling people, don't be foolish. When you pray, it's for yourself, not God. God doesn't need anything. Children also, you have to protect them. Otherwise, they'll be affected and infected by ethereal parasites. But whose fault is it? Not the parasite. The parasite duty is to infect and affect. Your duty is to protect yourself. And if you fail to do it, if we fail to do it, we are at fault. So you cannot let your guard down, devotees. Right? And you know, so many negative energies on all sides, they may don't deal with that too much. But they are there. Right? You mightn't see them, but you feel them at times. And the best thing is, this is why we do kavach. All this here for protection. Okay? We say, Sarvatomang pahi pahi samantat. Protect me from all sides. All sides, Lord. So devotees, this is how the third series starts. And then he says, Tvam vang mayas tvam chinmayaha. You are the embodiment of speech. Gajanan. So when people bad talking and so on, negative, you insulting Gajanan. You're insulting Devi. That's why the sages say, Chod burai, karu bhalai, chod padai ninda. Though waste speech in talking nonsense, putting on people, etc., you harm yourself, not the person. You harm yourself. You know, some people devotee, that is a vitamin, you know. If you're bad talking, you don't feel good. You think you're feeling good. Yeah. When you see accustomed to doing that, body parasite have you good. It'll widen you. Yeah. So devotees, notice what we're saying here. Vang mayas tvam chinmayaha. You are the embodiment of speech. Tvam anandamayas tvam brahmaheha. You are the bliss, absolute bliss. We are looking for that bliss. Anand. Anand. Now, I have to find the time to explain all this Anand, but there are 7 stages in Anand. I'll just tell you the words, and I will leave you to sweat. Right? So there's first what we call Nij Anand. Nij Anand. That is oneself. There is Nir Anand. No Anand. That means you depend on material things all about. Well, I don't want to go in details, right? But that alone is like a whole yag discourse. So there is Nir Anand. Nij Anand, Nir Anand. Paranand, or Param Anand. This will have to do with what we call the pran value in the body. A pan and a pran and a pan. The condition, you see, we have to know all them things. It comes from inside. Paranand. Brahmanand. Now, may never say Brahmanand, the supreme state. Brahmanand is just there, the 4th stage. Yeah? There's Brahmanand. Then there's Mahanand. Mahanand. Maha, beyond. And then there's Chidanand. Chidanand Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Chidanand. And then there's Jagat Anand. Jagat Anand. Where everything, no matter, Jagat means the world. Bliss in the entire world. Everything is blissful for you. You know, supreme state. 7 levels of Anand. Anand means delight. Yeah? So we talk loosely, Anand. Anand, happiness. Where there is Sukh, there is Dukh. There is Anand. Here, who is Anand? All that. Tvam Anandamayas tvam Brahmayaha. You are the embodiment of that, all the powers of Brahm. That Anand, that bliss. That is Ganapati. So notice you compare him to Brahm. He is Brahm. Yeah? Tvam Sachit Ananda Advitiyosi. Tvam Sachit Anand Advitiyosi. Sachit Anand. Remember, these are the terms used for divinity. When Bhagwan Shankar saw Sri Ram walking, Jai Sachit Anand Ghan. Sachit Anand. Truth, bliss, consciousness. Sachit Anand. Those epithets are used to refer to Brahm. Now here, Ganakshi is saying, Tvam Sachit Anand Advitiyosi. You are Sachit Anand, one without a second. Advitiyosi, one without a second. Existence, knowledge, bliss. O Lord, I know you are such, one without a second. Tvam Pratyakshang Brahmasi. You are manifest Brahm. Yeah? So Gajanan is Brahm, and the form we see here is manifest Brahm, meaning Sagun. So what we talk about all the time, Nirgun, now is Sagun. Yeah? Mahaganapati Namostute. Matang Mukh Namostute. Mahaganapati Param Brahm. Matang Mukh manifest Brahm. If you understand the kirtan, how you go? Yeah? Mahaganapati Namostute. Matang Mukh Mahaganapati. Shiva Girija Sutta. All Shiva and Girija, what they represent. Right? If you combination inside of our body, right? Shiva and Girija. Atma Tvam Girijamati. Right? If you have the right combination, Gajanan is born. Wisdom is born. The kirtan helps us to achieve that. I wish people could understand the depth of this kirtan. Not just singing. Yeah. And then if you understand, it's a journey you sing, and the more you sing it, the more you want to sing it. Not because they retune. You get in a ras experience inside. The bhajan, the kirtan gives us a journey. So devotees, Gajanan is manifest Brahm. From Jnanamayo, Vijnanamayosi. Now, Jnan, scriptural knowledge. Now, remember, we have been saying that there's Vidya and Avidya. Let me do in detail. Jnan, in this wisdom. Scriptural knowledge by the essence of scriptural knowledge. And what is Vijnan? Vijnan is the immediate knowledge of oneself, meaning what? Who am I in relation to divinity? Aham Brahmasmi. That relationship, that is Vijnan. Many people say Vijnan, all kind of thing otherwise. Vijnan, spiritual science, the relationship between Atma and Paramatma. Sarvam Jagridam Tato Jayate, Sarvam Jagridam Tatastishtati, Sarvam Jagat Idam Twai Layameshyati, Sarvam Jagridam Twai Pratyeti. We all, it was Ganapati, the whole world has sprung from you. If it is substratum, the whole world has come from him. Yet, he is separate from the world, if you understand. The world is just an emanation out of him. Like the ocean, you have the waves. Yeah? The whole world rests in you. He is substratum, everything rests in Gajanan. That Param, by Brahmanan, Brahm we say. That's Supreme Purush. Right? The whole world is coming to you. Everything has to go back into Brahm. Purnameda, Purnamedam, Purnat, Purnamudachyati. Many times we see all this, people know it and start saying, ha, ha, ha. I'm glad. Good to know it and say it together. What does it mean? Everything goes back into Brahm. Everything goes back into Brahm. Yeah? So all that you have to understand, devotees, everything, no matter what, we rest in that divine. Everything has sprung from him. Everything goes back into him. Mahaganapati. Now, from Bhumir, Apo, Nalo, Nilu, Nabha, how many tattvas we have? Mahabhut, Panch tattva. 5 elements. What we are told here. You are the 5 tattva, Panch Mahabhut. You are the earth, you are fire, you are water, you are air, you are space, Akash. Mahaganapati is everything. Where could you go? And Ganapati is not there, devotees. Where? Tvam Chatwari Vagpadani. You are the 4 forms of speech. We say speech. There are 4 forms of speech. Those who have to do communications, you pay attention to this. And you say, keep you doing communications? Yeah? But then how you communicating? So there is Vaikhari, there is Madhyama, Pashyantim Paravani. 4 forms of speech. Now this could be quite boring, isn't it? But for those who want to understand this thing, devotee, it's amazing. What is not Ganesh? You could tell me? And if you go back to Ramayana, when, Valmiki was asked by Sri Ram, indicate a spot for me to reside. Valmiki said, tell me where you're not, no Lord. Tell me where you're not, I will tell you where to reside. How could the Lord say, I am not here, no there? Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. God pervades every single atom of creation. Right? And what we see as a visible world, there's also much more beyond that. As in recent times, Hubble telescope discovering universes otherwise. How many universes are there? Nobody knows. Countless. And yet, all that rests in that Mahaganapati, not the form Ganapati, not Sagun Brahm, Nirgun, the infinite, the substratum. And I want people to understand, if God pervades every single atom of creation, where can you go that the Lord is not there? What can you do that he doesn't see? What can you say that he doesn't hear? This is why we keep saying, when you try scheme or whatever, you fool only yourself. He is the eternal witness. He is the indweller. Can't play games with him. Don't play games. You can sit down in a place of devotion, all what I'm saying floating in the air, your mind distracted all about, nothing happening for you. Nothing happening. If you want to gain something, you have to tune in. But the Lord is the inner witness now. He knows. Tvam gun trayatitaha. You are beyond the three gunas. What are the three gunas? Sarojini? Three gunas. You know them? Sat, Raj, and Tam. Satvik, Rajasic, and Tamasic Prakriti. Bhagwan Ganesh is beyond the three gunas. So now I want all to understand something. When you want to pray and catch power and say Ganesh, and then, you know how you can attain Ganesh? You have to transcend the three gunas. He's beyond the three gunas. They call that state Turiya. Jagrat, Swapna, Susupti, Turiya. That's the avastha we're talking about here. But Sat, Rajantam, Gunatit, even Sattvic Prakriti, right? You have to go beyond Sattva to identify with that supreme. But at least put yourself in Sattva. When you sit down to pray, Sattvic Prakriti, positive spirituality, then you're getting close. But to identify and become one with Gajanan, Gunatit. Go beyond the three modes of Prakriti. And don't tell me no stupidness about I pray with love. I make it what he's saying, huh? Pray with love all you. Go ahead. Yeah? You pray with love. Everything is an experience, a condition that have to exist inside of us to take us to a different level. So devotees, he is beyond the three gunas. Tvam dehatrayatitaha, beyond the three bodies. So here we keep telling people how many bodies we have. We say three, right? Because a lot of people close to us dying in recent times, we digging up everybody. How many bodies you have? Right? Before say I have one body, now we know we have three bodies. Physical, astral, causal. You have Bhur Bhuvaswa. Gajanan is beyond that. He's beyond body. Beyond body. If he had a body, he'd be limited. Mahaganapati, Sagun Brahm, the qualities, but identified with the unlimited. Ram Brahm Paramarti Rupa. Avastha Trayatitaha, the three gunas, the three states of consciousness. Jagrat, Swapna, Susupti. You can't find Gajanan, waking stage. Jagrat, we waken. Gajanan. And in waking stage, you give him 21 laddu and what. And you get back all, you don't even think, you get back all, he ate none. Right? Then Swapna, you go and you dream Gajanan. Anybody dream Gajanan recently? Huh? You want to tell me, you know what? If you dream Gajanan, look out, some obstacle coming. Some obstacle coming your way. If you dream Gajanan. Many people think, I dream Ganesh Baba boy. You're a great devotee. No, Gajanan tell you, look out, something coming. A challenge coming your way. Mark my words. Yeah. So devotees, dream state, deep state, deep susukti. Nah. To identify with that param, Turiya, the supreme state. You have to transcend the three lower states of consciousness. Tvam kal trayatitaha. We know past, present and future. Gajanan is beyond time. Past, present, future, no. Time is relative. He's beyond relativity. How could you understand him? We who are conditioned to a world of forms, etc. Yeah, devotees? So I want you to, I'm saying all this because I want you to understand the depth of what this is all about. The infinite, you know. Many of us, we go through the Ganesh Utsav period and we enjoy and so on and so forth. Nothing is wrong with that. But if you don't try to get the deeper essence, all this just becomes superficial preschool. When all you graduate, or like the same preschool. You're saying your many lifetimes you're saying preschool. You have plenty of friends like in school. You're saying standard 1 for 5 years, plenty of friends. All who come in is your friend, but you can't move to standard 2. When are you going to go? Tvam Muladhar Sitoshi Nityam. Come in more home now. There is a Muladhara chakra in every one of us. Here it is said, you have a permanent abode in the Muladhara chakra inside of us, Gajanan. And everybody accustomed here in the Katha with the cave, and Ganesh Baba put a guard, right? And Shiva wants to enter, and he doesn't allow anybody to enter into the cave. That cave is Muladhara. The Shakti is Kundalini. Yeah? And in this context here, that Ganesh, Yam, from the yogic perspective, Yam, Niyam, etc., Yam, self-restraint. Ahimsa satyamasteyam, brahmacharyam dayarjavam, chamadhriti mitahara, shaucham cheti yamadasha. Or a thing called a praying devotees, did not put in you down. Pray, yeah. But if you don't have these forms of self-restraint, how are you praying? How are you praying? You can never enter into the cave. Ganesh would not allow you to enter. Alright? So just understand that in us, but in principle form. Tvam Shakti Trayatmakaha. You are the creator, sustainer, destroyer. 3 powers that you have. This is who you are. Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam. The yogis meditate upon you time and for all times. Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam. At all times. And this is where I keep saying, the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. The yogis are wealthy spiritually. They never give up that meditation. And we who need it, conveniently. Conveniently. But how do I think of God all the time? We say it over and over. Everything I do, Lord, I do it for you. So God always in my mind. Now, Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnu, Tvam Rudras, Tvam Indras, Tvam Agnis, Tvam Vayus, Tvam Suryas, Tvam Chandramas, Tvam Brahm, Bhur Bhasvarum. So devotees, all the different gods we talk about, who do you think they are? He himself. You are Brahma, you are Vishnu, you are Shiva, you are Indra, you know, you are Vayu. And we explain all that. Gita says the same thing. But when a person thinks you're worshipping this God instead of that God is not the Brahm, is not the infinite, avidhi purvak, that is agyan. This is why whichever aspect of God you worship, nothing wrong. But understand that aspect of divinity is the supreme. Is the supreme. It's not just a God who will give you this and give you that. And some people describe that as, you have the government, no? So God must be like Kamala. And only God, the supreme, no? The prime minister, no? And then all the devatas like the minister on them. So like Prakash and Devesh and Devta, them is the God's boy. Yeah? What stupidity is that? Some people explain, big people explain in this context. How could that be? Yeah? Kamala is not Devesh, she's not Prakash. In this context, Brahm is everything, without exception. We have to understand that. Right? So this is what is being stated here in the Ganesh Church. So devotees, I just want to leave you with that. Let me just finish it out. I'll just read it out. Now, I wanted to ask people to bring a copy of it if you could get a copy, But, I get old now, forget. But try to follow. So we just read it out. Because it's not good to leave it halfway. Ganading Purmacharya Varnadi Tadanantaram Anuswara Paratara Ardhen Dulasitam Tare Naridham Etatvam Anuswarupam Gakara Purva Rupam Akaro Madhyama Rupam Anuswaras Chanti Rupam Dindur Uttar Rupam Nadha Sandhanam Saghuita Sandhi Saisha Ganesha Vidya Ganakrishi Nirchit Gayatri Chandaha Ganapatiri Devta. So this very month come from Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Ganganapataye Namah Ganesha Thalvasirish. Om Gam Ekadantaya Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tannu Danti Prachodayat. Ganesh Baba Gayatri from Ganesha Thalvasirish. And then he continues. Ganakrishi, this issue with all this. Ekadantam Chaturhastam Pash Ankushadharanam. He describes Gajana with the 4 hands and so on and so forth, and devotees could visualize. Red in color. So some people have put, what do you call this? What? The next kind of color they use? Okay, it's not red, right? Orange. Orange color. They call it orange. Here, Ekadantam Chaturhastam Pashankushadharanam Radang cha Vardang Haste Vibhranam Mushak Bhajam Raktam Lambodaram Shurpa Karnakam Rakta Vasasam Rakta, red. Rakta Vasasam, red clothing. Rakta Ghanu Liptangam, Chandan. Rakta Gandhanu Liptangam. Rakta Pushpai Supujitam, red flowers. Whenever you will realize, you put the orange, I leave it, but Asipa get a wear and put it through. That satisfies me. Put the red. Yeah? So, everything red. Rakta Pushpai Supujitam. Bhaktanu Kampanam Devam, Jagat Karanam Achyutam. Avirbhutam Tasishta Yadav Prakritehe Purushat Param Evang Dhyayati Yo Nityam Se Yogi Yogi Nang Baraha Namo Vratpatayi Namo Ghanapatayi Namaha Pramatapatayi Namaschestu Lambudarai Ekadantai Vignanashini Shiva Sutai Vardamurtayi Namaha. If I do puja for you, if you listen, you will hear me say this many times when I do Ganesh Puja. And if you are here, because you must sleep away by that time. But this is where it comes from. Powerful prostrations, right? Mahaganapati, Vratpati, Paramathapati, Namostestu Lambodara, Ekadantaya Vignanashini, Shiva Sutai, Sivardamurtaye Namaha. Powerful devotees, I'm telling you, very powerful. So, the sage is saying, Etad Atharva Sirsha Yodhite, Sa Brahmbhuyaya Kalpate, Sa Sarvataha Sukha Medhate, Sa Sarva Ignairna Badate, Sa Panch Mahapapatpa Muchyate. This is Atharva Sirsha. Whoever meditates upon it, meditates not once in a while, meditates, becomes fit to become Brahm, mean you gain liberation. He gains happiness everywhere. He's not tormented by any kind of obstacles. He becomes free from all obstacles, all sins, including the 5 major sins. There are 5 major sins I won't talk about now. Sayamadhi yano divasikritam papam nashayati. Prataradhi yanu ratir kritam papam nashayati. Sayang prata prayunjanu apapo bhavati. Sarvatradhi yanu vigno bhavati. Dharma artha kama mokshang cha vindati. If you chant this thing, devotees, in the evening, it destroys all the sin you do during the course of the day. But I mean, you shouldn't be doing sin and chanting in the evening, right? But it frees you. One who chants this in the morning, destroy all the sin coming to the night. So you go on thief all night and then come back and chant at 3rd in the morning. Sin wash away. You think it's so easy? Understand the deeper part of it, okay? Right? The one who chants both morning and evening becomes sinless. And I'll share a secret with you, devotees. Many times even before I get up. And that is not sleep, no? I do the whole Atharva session in my head. Whenever I feel like, I do it in my head. Whenever. And here you will see the say. He will chant this everywhere. And at all times encounters no obstacle. Now it doesn't mean obstacles wouldn't come. No obstacle that will overcome you. You'll be able to overcome the obstacles. Right? And that individual gains all the 4 types of human accomplishment. Ardharam, Kam and Moksha. But when you come to this point of chanting, so you ain't care about Arth. You care about Kam. Dharma, yes. Moksha, you want to be free from bondage. So all the so-called happiness, do you think I mean nothing to you? But in my case, I still like my alupayan thing. Yeah. But devotees, a lot of things don't attract you anymore. Chanting this thing. It's a power. You develop that discriminative power. Yeah? Idam atharvasisham ashishyaina deyam. This atharvasis should not be given to someone who is unqualified. Now, this is why I console myself. I'm saying it to everybody here. And if you can't hear it, because you're unqualified. I know that. So I could say it. If you're qualified, you're going to hear it. If you're unqualified, you don't hear it. So I'm not committing any sin. Because God knows my heart is pure. I want to get everybody to a certain level. But one man can lead a horse to water, 100 can't make him drink. So if you're not qualified for it, you can't take it in. Simple. So you have to determine self-analysis, judge yourself. Yo yadi moha dasyati se papi yan bhavati. And if due to temptation, like if somebody comes and says, Guruji, give me it now, I want to learn this, I want to put to get an eye out of that, not realizing you're unqualified, I will create sin by so doing. Alright? So devotees, here, this is the part many people like to reflect upon. You know, the earlier part to say it hard, but now what you're getting by saying it, oh, everybody like this. Sahasravartat, Sahasravartnat, yang kamam dite tang tang anina sadhayit. By, may one achieve the fulfillment of all his desires by repetition of this 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Some can't even repeat it once. 1,000 times. That is tapasya. Right? Anena Ganapati abhisinchati savagmi bhavati. One who bathes Ganapati by this Atharvasirish becomes a renowned orator. He who bathes Lord Ganesh. What do you mean? How you going to take the Ganesh still from bathe Ganesh? Keep chanting it. Saying it. You're bathing Ganesh with that. You see, you can't take it literally, physical bathing. Yeah? And I could beat you with words. I could bathe you with words too. Yeah. So you have to understand what it is about. Yeah? Chaturthya, that person becomes a renowned orator. You could well talk. Well, you understand? All understand? See the manifestation of it? Yeah, right. Chaturthya amachnan japati sa vidyavan bhavati. One who fasts and practices jap yoga on the 4th day of the lunar night gains knowledge. You gain knowledge. The 4th day, Ganesh Chaut. Now, we passed Ganesh Chaut last week, Tuesday, when was Ganesh Jayanti. All about you here, and all about India, all about in Trinidad, all in Pandit. Don't watch the moon. All of don't watch the moon. What will happen if you watch the moon? People will blame you. You don't want to get blame on the watch the moon. This is stupidity in Hinduism. Right? They frighten you. And check what percentage of people in the world are Hindus. And what percentage follow that nonsense. And everybody else in the world, how many of them see the moon? Hindu can't watch it, that trout moon boy. You get pop. Devotees, I don't subscribe to that kind of stupidity. Alright? Or you're fasting and you're praying, right, genuinely, what could affect you? And if you do wrong things and they blame you, it's your fault. You're blaming Ganesh, you're blaming watching the moon. Huh? This is the problem with people. Always find a fault somewhere else, except accepting the fault yourself. Right? So, good. It's a good thing that so many people, well, maybe if we had puja inside, all of you inside here, so you can't see the moon through the ceiling. Yeah, might help you. But devotee, for the life of me, I can't understand that. My whole thing that my karma, that dictates what happens to me. But if you want to believe that, no problem, right? I know we have plenty amongst us right here who are listening to me donkey years now and still believe in that stupidness. All right, go ahead. But I keep saying, Mark Twain said, no, it is easier to fool someone than to convince them they have been fooled. Go ahead. Ityatharvan vakyam. Thus, the words of Atharva, right? Yo durva ankur airajati sa vaisavano. Savanopamo bhavati. He who worships Lord Ganapati with blades of durva grass becomes as rich as the god of wealth. Kubir. That makes us need beginning. So you can't find durva grass no way. And some people using all kinds of things for durva grass. Gajanan is durva. You go full Gajanan. Because you want to get rich like Kubir. Now, some people often do grass for a very long time, and when they say, I see that and the condition, boy, Kubir must be a real pauper boy. If you wish like Kubir, and this is your condition, Kubir in a bad way. Now, I'm not saying don't do it, right? I'm not saying don't do it. Remember, wealth is of two types, spiritual and material. So when you're blessed with wealth, to me, it is more of a spiritual wealth. They buy Ganesh, Lakshmi, Saraswati. Spiritual wealth. So not that you shouldn't do it, but don't do it to win the lotto. Don't do it to get more money, to get more land. Do it out of devotion and spiritual wealth. And I keep saying, what is for you will always come. And what is not for you, nobody in the Father will give you it. Up to you. Yeah? He worships with parched grain. Yeah, yo lajay rajati sa yashovan bhavati, sa medhavan bhavati. Becomes very, very famous, successful, becomes a very intelligent person. So all you have to do, what? Get some parched rice, Gajanan here. and you get smart. Is that so? Yo modak sahaste nejati vanchit phal mavapnuti. He worships with thousands of modak, get his cherished desires fulfilled. Modak. Now what we use is laddu, not modak. Laddu is modak is something else. But whatever it is. But devotees, just to interpret that, right? If you offer modak, or even laddu to Ganesh, you get the most cherished desires fulfilled. Inherently in every one of us, the most cherished desire is to be free from bondage. You mightn't know that, but from the time you have desires, God, house, land, Mercedes, that what you're thinking. Your most cherished desire is to be free from bondage. Bhausagar. So Ganesh Baba brings that. You know what he does? When Ganesh Baba takes the laddu, this offering, he takes away all that which distracts the devotee. The so-called sweet things in life be like. We call them sweet things. Those things that attract us. Ganesh Baba takes it away. Discriminative power helps us to get over beyond those things. What offering the laddu is all about. Ganesh will take away those things that distract you. Many people think Ganesh is the laddu and give you everything you want. You have to interpret what scriptures say, devotees. This is why I keep telling you, I prefer be Param Guru and tell you offer thousands of laddu boy and you will get. By the time you offer all them thousand laddu, all your money went out. Yeah. Where again more from? Huh? So devotees, yes, we offer, but what you offer, you don't have laddu to offer. What is it? Tapasya. True tapasya is giving up desires. Ganesh takes away the desires. Remember his Gyan? He takes away the desires. When you're free from desire, you're free from bondage. Yeah. So understand what it means. He yahasaja samidbhir yajati sasarvam labhati. He who performs sacrifices by offering wood together with ghee. What that is? Havan. Havan is an important part. Very, very crucial in life. So, Ganganapate Namah Swaha. He who performs Havan, that person gets everything. You do the Havan, don't ask for anything. Worship Gajanan, and you bet everything that you need comes your way. Yeah? Ashtai Brahmanan Samyak Grahayatva Sura Varchasvi Bhavati. He who makes 8 good-natured persons proficient in the Thalva Sirish becomes glorious as the sun. So how to get 8 holy person, made them proficient. Study this. But if you know how that hard, well hard. So, you know, sometimes people say you get 5 Brahman. So I tell them, I am 10 Brahman boy. So I will learn it for myself, right? If somebody come and they want to learn, I can pass it on to you, but you have to be qualified. It doesn't happen just so. But worshipping Gajanan through this, wisdom comes, knowledge comes. Yeah. So devotees, again we are told, Surya Grahe Mahanadyang Pratimasa Nidhau Vajapva Siddha Mantra Bhavati Mahavignat Pramuchate Mahadoshat Pramuchate Mahapapat Pramuchate. When Suraj Narayan, the sun eclipse, during the course of the sun eclipse, if you're lucky enough, instead of saying like America did, the great North American eclipse, yeah, total eclipse of the sun, and Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us wherever there's a total eclipse of the sun, destruction takes place here. Check and see twice in the United States. Total eclipse. They claim the great North American eclipse, boy. I was surprised to see that. That was their eclipse. And check how much trouble they get in. Check. I don't want to go into politics. Yeah. Now what should happen at that point in time? If you do this, you sit down and you do Ganesh Atharva Sirsh, right? Oh, you could do it there. On the bank of a river. I'm sorry. The bank of an auspicious river, not carrying anything, right? Like Ganga. And some of us went to India and we had the privilege to do it there, the bank of the Ganga. Yeah. Or, Pratimasa Nidhau, in front of a murti. Many of you have a murti at home. You put a murti there, shut out everything, you do Ganesha third Vasirish. You know what happens? Mahavignat Pramuchate. All difficulties, whatever they may be, go away. Mahadoshat Pramuchate. All blame, faults. So when you watch the moon, the shout moon, and you get blamed, sit down and chant, and the dosh gone. But if you're doing it all the time, no dosh could affect you. I could watch the moon anytime. I won't about dosh. In any case, people still blame you. Don't get caught up in stupidity. Right? But doing Ganesh Atharvasirish, right? Mahadoshat pramuchati, Mahapapat pramuchati, all sins are burned away. The power of this. Sarva vid bhavati, Sarva vid bhavati, ya evang ved, iti Upanishad. That person who worships like this gets everything, becomes all knower, know this to be true. Thus speaks the Upanishad. The power of Ganesha Tharvasarish. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viram Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Devotees, I want to suggest that people, you could Google it. Instead of Googling trash, Google Ganesha Tharvasarish. Google it. And so you could Google it. I don't know how to do it, but I have my book. Right? So Google it, and you might hear somebody saying it and all too. You can get the pronunciation. But you see, this is when you become proactive. And these things have a lot of benefits to us and for us. Everybody. Right? And if you qualify to do it, it's going to happen. If you're not qualified, well, so be it. So devotees, this whole concept of Ganesh is depthless. Right? And everything starts with Ganesh, as we say. Because if you don't have the wisdom, you go nowhere. You go nowhere. Clear? So devotees, I see Danny is the only one. Some time ago he told me he wanted to do it. I said, well, bring your copy tonight. He's the only one I tell, he qualified. I said, bring and follow what I read. But when you follow what I read, you start to go and practice plenty. Keep on saying it, you become proficient in it. And you can say it anytime. Anytime. I say it when I'm sleeping. When I say it when I weekend, I'll make mistake. When I'm sleeping, I don't make no mistake. Accustomed doing it flows. Because nothing troubling me in that state. And devotees is something different. A third passage. So I'm recommended to devotees. So another Ganesh Utsav is going by. Tomorrow is the end of it. And if it's up from now itself, if you see people pick up the Ganesh Atharvasarish, at least learn it now. And keep chanting it. And keep your worship of Gajanan going in this kind of way. You cannot go wrong. I'm not saying things won't happen. Things are going to happen. But you will survive. You will overcome everything. Overcome everything. Yeah. We haven't boasting too much. But I mean, we have gone through so many things and we're still going on. I don't know what tesagi we might have. God alone knows. So therefore, you always hold on to Gajanan. That power inside of us will help us survive. We glorify Gajanan as we make preparation for the final Havan. Devotees, so I hope you understand a bit more about what Gajanan is. And, with that bhav. Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunalaya Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Vidya विद्यादायक बुद्धि प्रदायक विद्यादायक विद्यादायक बुद्धि प्रदायक सिद्धि विनायक हे शुभदायक सिद्धि विनायक हे शुभदायक गजवदन गौरीवर तनय गुणलय गौरीवर तनय गुणलय गजवदन नाथ नाथ गजवदन नाथ नाथ बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की। ओम गंगनपतये नमः स्वाहा, गौरी माता स्वाहा, पृथ्वी माता स्वाहा, पंचलोकपालिवाय स्वाहा, ओम नमो नारायणाय स्वाहा, ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा, सूर्यादि नवग्रह देवाय स्वाहा, ब्रह्मग्नये नमः स्वाहा, ओम ह्रीं श्रीं चंडिकायै नमः स्वाहा, ओम क्रीं कालियै नमः स्वाहा, महालक्ष्मी माताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा, श्री ईश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, श्री परमेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, श्री शीतला देवी स्वाहा, महा अन्नपूर्णा देवी स्वाहा, श्री मंगला देवी स्वाहा, चंदी देवी स्वाहा, मनसा देवी स्वाहा, ओम ह्रीं षष्ठी देव्यै स्वाहा, तारा देवी स्वाहा, षोडशी देवी स्वाहा, भुवनेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, छिन्नमस्ता देवी स्वाहा, भैरवी देवी स्वाहा, धूमावती देवी स्वाहा, बगलामुखी देवी स्वाहा, मातंगी देवी स्वाहा, कमला देवी स्वाहा, हेमावती देवी स्वाहा, सिद्धेश्वरी देवी स्वाहा, कल्याणी देवी स्वाहा, कात्यायनी देवी स्वाहा, सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, श्री हनुमते नमः स्वाहा, सीतारामचंद्रायभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, राधा कृष्णाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री कुलदेवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री अष्टान देवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री ग्राम देवाय स्वाहा, ओम श्री इतर कर्म प्रधान देवाय स्वाहा, 5 times again, ओम श्री वासुदेवाय स्वाहा, 33 करोड़ देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा, अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा। Wash your hands. Please all stand, devotees. We concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayubhavaya Cha Namah Sankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Shivaya Cha Shivtaraya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Achman Sarva Papaharan Dibyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Cha Maya Dattam Grihitam Purushottamah Brahmagnaye Namah Achmanam Samorpayami. About in fire. Now devotees will do Prarthana Jai Jagadish Hari. And while we do an arati, you come, receive your vibhuti. Blessing for this period of time, Ganesh Utsav.
दास जनों के संकट
हरे शिव राम सखी प्रभु त्रिविध ताप निवारण हे विभु अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनुहरि ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरम् ओम गच्छ श्रेष्ठ स्वस्थाने परमेश्वर यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तप्त गच्छुतासनम् ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषामिन्दी वर्षां हृदयस्थो जनार्दनम् ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत् ओम मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं गणेश्वर हे परमेश्वरी हे सदाशिव यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम गच्छ त्वं भगवन् अग्निस्वस्थाने कुन्दमध्यतः हुतम् आदाय देवेभ्यः शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे ओम ब्रह्म अग्नये नमः ओम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की, आदिशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की। बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड डिवोटीज।
Sitaram, thank you for joining with us to culminate this auspicious period of Ganesh Utsav. I'd like to take this time to extend an invitation to all devotees as Gyan Deepak will be hosting in an 8th night Devi Yagya during the period of Naratam. The Yagya will begin on Monday, September 22nd and culminate on Monday, September 29th. Also, just a reminder that there will be no Sunday service until the Yagya. SWAHA Social Services are having a raffle in aid of the Vishok Bhavan, which is SWAHA's children's home. Each raffle is $24. Those interested in participating can speak to Lisa Lokai Singh. Prasad and refreshments have been provided and can be collected as you exit the temple. Please have a safe journey back home. Sitaram.
Thank you, Praveen. Now, devotees, I would like to, at this point, extend belated happy birthday to Panatadesh. Yesterday was his birthday. So he performed Havan today, belated happy birthday. Yesterday was Sita's birthday also. Right? We have a lot of Virgo people around. Yeah. So Amrita, her birthday was the 27th. Neela's birthday, Neela Ramanan. That's your name, meant? Petty? Petty gone home? Right. So Neela's birthday was also the very same day, 27th. My granddaughter's birthday was also the 27th, Vindheshwari. So to all of them, we say very happy birthday. And I don't know if anybody else's birthday is around the corner, more Virgo people. Well, in case we don't know, yeah, okay. His birthday was today. Not was, is today. Happy birthday. Viresh, happy birthday. And many more. You're in the right place, sitting between mommy and daddy. Very good. And devotees, I mean, I don't want to say, but I have to say, tomorrow is Dharam birthday. So we want to say happy birthday to Dharam, and may you have many more Dharam, and keep it going. You're doing great sacrifice. Yeah, blessings to you, and all the best for the future. So devotees, whoever's birthday is again, we want to wish you all the best. We can't remember everybody. And, life is such, birthdays, celebrate birthdays. During the course of the time we were not here, Princess passed away, right? In the Gomartin, we have another one close in SWAHA person, he passed away, Shama. Then another one in Gasparilla, he passed away, Krishna. Yeah, Rajkumar Singh. And then we all know just recently my nephew passed away. We don't know. I don't want to say nothing. Some people tell me, stop talking. Because when I say I don't know who next, somebody come next. Yeah, I have good mouth. But devotees, this is what life is all about. And as I say, we treasure every moment that we have. We don't know what is going to happen. Nobody knows. But I hope that that divine Lord keeps all of us, everybody safe and sound. And I keep reflecting upon this thing. Don't want to end up on this depressing note, but I find that the circle that we have really shrinking badly. You understand what I mean? The circle shrinking. In the past, way out to quite a few people have gone. Yeah. So it is kind of, waking us up. So somebody tell me what they will say yesterday, Baba, all will be in the departure lounge. I said, no. I said, I bought already. So I don't know if they want to cancel the flight or what. But somebody bought already. You still in the departure lounge, you waiting? Yeah. Nobody knows devotees. Nobody knows. All right? And, you don't feel depressed about it. But, be positive and make use of every moment that we have. So, you heard that there is no service no Sunday morning service until the Yagya, which should begin on the 22nd. Next week, Saturday, we have a satsang at the home of Jack and Nadia. Many of you know we had a wonderful 3 days Bhagavad Yagya. That is very powerful memories. Can't forget that. Right? That finished already. So they're having one night of Gita. It's Pitra Paksh, so Gita, Pitra Havan. And then Sunday, I think we're having a Kirtan in Gyandipak. Right? Sunday evening at 5 o'clock. Right? Now, so far it is on. But you know how things are, sometimes on, sometimes off. More off than on. But at this right now, we have been asked to invite everybody. So we'll remind you, Sunday the 8th, we start at 5 o'clock. So we'll have an evening of Kirtan. The 14th, sorry. The 14th. Tomorrow is the 7th. Yeah. So next week, Sunday the 13th, Sunday the 14th. Saturday is the 14th. Yep. Saturday is the 14th and Sunday is the 15th. Almost no old man that. I'm confused with all. All right. Sunday is the 14th. All right. So tomorrow is the 6th. Because then we make in Dharam the 7th. What we had. So tomorrow night also devotees, members of Gandhipak, we have a satsang in Murang. All right. St. Augustine. All on the way Murang is? Nobody. All come, you will find out. Right, we start at 7 o'clock, so do join us. Those of you who want to find a place, you can always ask me, I'll tell you. So, tomorrow night, satsang. Next week, Sunday morning, no satsang, no service. Next week, Saturday, at the home of Jack and Nadia. Sunday, back in Gandhipak. All right? And then, on the 20th, we are having satsang at Digo Martin, Ramal Terrace, at the home of Shama, Usha. Puja's brother. So we will remind you that's monthly satsang. So you do join us, and then from Monday the 22nd, our Devi Yag will start. So we have quite a few, devotional sessions to take part in. So do join us, okay? And devotees, Pitra Paksh begins on Monday. Now Pitra Paksh is not dead people time. And we advise you do your devotions as usual. Offer your dhar, those of you who offer water, in the name of the ancestors, you plant the kushgas and you make your offerings and so on. You light today as usual, everybody offer your flowers. Havan you don't do. Right? But you pray as usual for the whole Pitru Paksh period. Okay? It's not a bad time, but it's a time to be very careful and to reflect upon the contribution of the ancestors and whether we are justifying their sacrifices, each person. A very auspicious period of time for self-analysis, critical self-analysis, reflection. And then we begin with the Navratra. So you prepare yourself, wonderful journey ahead. Okay? And if anybody needs further information, you feel free to ask me. So at this point, devotees, let me say blessings to everybody. We do one night, at least we do one night. Ganesh Baba allow us one night. And they'll make 2 nights into one. So I hope you don't mind. But tomorrow, those of you who have your murti and so on, you want to dissolve it. If you want to go by the river, by the sea, you like the river line, whatever, go ahead. Or you can do as we did in COVID. You get a container, you fill it with water, you offer your murti in there, you offer your milk and so on, and you dissolve it. And that water you can offer by your jhandi or one somewhere. You don't have to go. Not everything by the river, you know, by the sea, unless you like the lime. So those of you who have been doing your breath, you can do it like this. If you want to go by the sea, who am I to tell you no? But you know what to do. But tomorrow, Ganesh Utsav comes to an end. So this period concludes. Okay? So those of you who have been making the sacrifices, blessings to you. Prasad, stand up. Sakalpan Sitaram. Sitaram. And devotees, I think Sushila has donated the refreshments for today. Her daughter's birthday. So we say happy birthday to her also, and many thanks for this contribution of the refreshment for today. So you receive your prasadam, refreshments, have a safe journey back home, devotees. Blessings to all. We look forward to seeing you again.